What's up guys, it's your boy Cypher. Welcome back to the channel. So today's video I'll be dropping some tips and tricks that you can use to become a pro player in 2026 CODM BR. I don't really play MP, so I don't really have much to say there, but this whole guideline that I'm going to give is going to be for exclusive. So in this particular video we're going to be talking about 5 categories. These 5 categories, you have to have them aligned for you to perform properly in the game. This is just the beginning. We'll still move over to other topics, but you have to start with these 5. So let's begin. So this particular category we are going to be talking about proper basic settings. It's nothing crazy, it's nothing too complex, but it's very crucial for your gameplay. There are certain basic settings that if they are on in 2026 for CODM BR, it's a big red flag. An example of such is would be your auto expand wingsuit, meaning that sometimes you want to get like a surprise on the enemy. So if that's on, once you jump out of your chopper, of course it's going to show, and enemies that are holding like one-tap weapons, be it the shotguns or sometimes even snipers, they'll just wait for you to land and you're back to the lobby. So all these settings, we're going to have them in check. Please just try and so yeah, feel free to use mine, but still don't exactly copy paste everything you see online. Try and calibrate this to how you would be able to perform in game. Try and take your time to understand this one by one. You get. I wouldn't advise anybody that is playing on a mobile phone to have their FOV very high. It's been long since I played on a mobile phone, so I cannot recommend an FOV for you. But if you can work with this FOV on a mobile phone, your gameplay would improve. Rather, yes, your gameplay would improve. But if you can't, don't force it. I'm using an iPad, so I have a larger display. That's why I can max out things like this. Also, sync ADS FOV. Sorry, yeah. If you are using phone, I wouldn't recommend you to turn that on. In this new category now, we're going to be talking about the HUD and sensitivity, and your HUD. You have to make sure your HUD is in a very comfortable spot for you, meaning that you have quick access to anything in your HUD, be it zipline, be it to enter cars, be it to drive a car, be it to use your snowboard, to jump, to shoot. There are other mechanical gameplay or moves that we'll talk about concerning your HUD, but your HUD should just practically be able to do anything for you. Whether you want to drop shot, that's as you are shooting for you to lie down. You want to jump shoot, that's as you are shooting, you want to jump. Anything you want to do, your HUD should be able to do it. I would recommend you to start playing from, let's say 4 fingers. 4 fingers should be the minimum. If you really want to be better in the game, you have to start using 4 fingers. You can make something work with 3 fingers, but there will be a difference between you that is using 3 fingers and somebody that is using 4. Okay guys, so on to the sensitivity part of the video, and this is going to be the most complex thing about this video. I don't want to spend too much time on it, so I'll just give you some pointers. We'll still have more videos on this, so I'll not dive in too deep, but just try and see if you can make more research on how to set sensitivity. I'm not the best to explain that for you, but I'll explain it the way I understand. So here it is. We have your 3 values: fixed speed, distance acceleration, speed acceleration. Fixed speed is no matter how fast or how slow you swipe your finger, it moves at a particular speed, at a fixed speed. That's the value you set it at. Distance is the distance you use to swipe your fingers. It's literally just that. Don't confuse yourself with anything else. It's just what I told you. It is the distance of how you use to swipe your fingers. It is not the speed, it's just the distance based on your value. So if you swipe your finger a bit and your value is low, that's what is going to happen. If you swipe your finger a bit and your value is high, it's going to be much higher. Meanwhile, speed acceleration is the speed of how you swipe your finger. That is the difference between that one and distance, is that if you swipe your finger a bit and your value is low, it's going to try its best to be low. But then at that same speed, if you try to repeat that same action but you are a little bit faster, it's is going to go over that. Like it's not going to match the same result of what you just had, and it still works on the value. So like I said, I'm not the best in explaining sensitivity, so I hope you understand. So now the next thing after that, once you have gotten that down, next thing you have to do is you have to align your reticle, that white dot that you are seeing there. Try and align it with your enemy before you shoot. That being that, so that all your bullets can connect with the enemy concerning the sensitivity. Then one more thing, your values for vertical should be from 150 down. You have seen my sensitivity, my values are not very high. This is to ensure that I can control recoil. Also, in your basic settings, you might see something like recoil. Please just go through that basic settings and try and copy most of what you see. If you are seeing certain values at 0, please copy me and do it. Just set it at 0. So we're going to the third category now, guys, the loadout mods and melee. Now, you winning your gunfights depends on your loadout. It's dependent on your loadout and your sensitivity. I dropped the range of my weapon so that I can have more mobility on it. Being that I enter fights anyhow, I have like an aggressive gameplay, so I had to try and trade that off. So you have to make a loadout that is okay for you, that you know that okay, if enemy pushes you with your own customs, you'll be able to handle the situation. So your loadout is very important. For your base weapons, most of these settings are for iPad users. For your base weapons, even for your customs, your view distance is important. Try and set it to 70. What this just says is that when you are shooting an enemy, it shows your surroundings. It's just like an extra scene careful V. It shows more of your surroundings, so that as you are beaming this guy, you can see if somebody is coming from your right, so that you know either you continue to contest the person or you retreat. So yeah, that's pretty much it concerning that. And the reticle size, try and reduce your reticle size to the lowest so that it can be more accurate, because sometimes when you have your big reticle size, you are not seeing what you are even aiming at. Have a good loadout and you want to add that to your 1 beams, your mods are also very important. On your assault, your first priority for your assault should be your precise shots, your extended mag, and your long range mod. Those 3 mods are your first priority on any assault you pick. Though depending on the loadout, you can change it. Maybe if you see that you have a very bad ADS time, you can switch precise shots for ADS. But the 2 important things that must always be there are your long shots and your extended mag. So lastly, in this category we are going to talk about is your melee. The melees in these games, from your axe, your katana, your spear, your base melee, all of these have their delays, their weapon delays. That means the amount of time that they take to remove it from the backpack, like to hold it and to hold your gun. There's a delay in between all of them. So now the ones that have the shortest delay are mostly those under the base melee, but not all of them. An example of not all is your legendary melee that you got, melee, and some other melees, they have slow weapon delay, and these things can cause your death. So try your best to equip weapons like melees that have faster draw out time, lower delays, such as maybe this Templar sword if you have, some of these base melees, folding knife, katana, spear. Those are the ones that have the fastest weapon switch. The rest have more delay, so just try to be within those 3. Your katana, most of the base melees, and your spear. Those are the 3 best fastest melees. Okay, now the fourth category of today's video being the device. This is very self-explanatory. You have to have a good device to play this game, to create content, to be a pro. Wait, let me just sort out the voice. I'll turn my voice on. God, Okay, thank you for patiently waiting here. So what I was saying is that you can't play this game on a low-end device, not in 2026. It doesn't work anymore. The phones that we were using to play during the OG seasons, that we using adrenaline shots, and so many other old mechanics that they have scrapped off from the game, those devices you can no longer use them to play this game. Even if it was, let me say, a high-end device back then. So it's just crazy how the game's optimization has fallen, but that's just the truth of the matter. So if you want to be good, you also have to get a good device. Anything, either a steady 60 hertz or anything in 120 hertz. Not really anything though. I would recommend getting an Apple device for the game, because the optimization for iPhones, iPads is much better than Android. Most content creators, you hear them saying that, oh, the Red Magic this and that tablet is better, but at the end of the day, when you check at, like, when you look at how much, like, which one they are buying, actually it's always the iPads, because of the optimization and better functioning and performance. So yeah, there's no doubt about it. You have to have a good device to play this game. I personally play on an iPad Pro 2022, runs at 120 FPS. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll now jump to the last category, how you guys watch the gameplay. Okay guys, you have managed to make it to the last category of this video, which will be your gaming accessories, your gaming equipment. For you to be a pro at this game, you just have to have certain gaming equipment. It just makes the game easier for you, gives you an advantage over others. Such as equipment being things like your iPad cooler, your phone cooler, so that your phone doesn't lag, so that you have good FPS no matter how intense the situation might be. Thumb sleeves are another set of things, to help with friction. Gaming accessories in general, headsets, so you can hear footsteps better, have better call-outs when you're playing with your teammates. You can even detect like what gun they are using, so you know how to counter them. Oh, this guy is spamming RPD, stuff like that. Headsets with low latency, you have to get good headsets with low latency though. So yeah, there's that. And in general, just equipment like that, so maybe your gaming chair, so you are more comfortable when you game over for long periods of time. Gaming table, stuff like that. Just your accessories overall that you use in the game. Maybe if you want to charge and play, all those things are quite needed. So the most essential are your gaming headsets, your cooler, and your thumb sleeves. The rest, if you have the way you have been playing before, it's okay, unless it's very, very uncomfortable for you. However you have been playing, then you should work on that. But those 3 things that I mentioned, those are the vital equipment / accessories that you should get to improve your gameplay. So that is pretty much it for this video. This video will be coming in different parts. This is part 1. So if you watch this video to the end, I really appreciate the support. Thank you very much. It would mean a lot to me if you can just subscribe, comment what kind of video you would like, if this video was okay. Sorry, this is my very first tutorial video. I've never done this before, so please bear with me. We'll get better with time, as everything else does. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So please, if you like the video, please drop a like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I'll be dropping my TikTok handle in my description. I come live more. They are more active on my TikTok page. So please, if you don't see me on YouTube for like a month or so, I can assure you in a month I've posted on TikTok. I'm more active there. I stream more there. So yeah, thank you very much for the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.